week, and a week later I was in the second quarter. That shit is easy. And niggas is like, yo, Manny, you plug up. See what you got. The nigga heard like 2 of my beats he was trying to record. He wasn't trying to record on nothing, he was just listening to shit. He heard 2 of my shit he was trying to record.
It's your boy CEO Slash Season 2. I'm here with super producer, young Carlin. Finesse 101. We about to get started.
This is a long time coming.
For sure.
A long time coming. I was supposed to be on Season 1.
Yeah. We at Summer Street Studios right now.
Summer Street Studios, Philadelphia, PA, right in the middle of Center City.
It's a nice, you feel what I'm saying, nice vibe down here. How your whole transition coming back to PA to Philly been?
It's been easy. I didn't think it was gonna be easy trying to tap into the music scene here, because the music scene here is different than the music scene in Baltimore.
Right.
But at the same time, the music scene here is a lot more vibrant.
Right.
Vibrant. That's what I wanted to say. And I was able to just hop back in and shit be easy, get a lot of connections. Like, I've probably been back only like a year and a half now. And like, as far as my connections and my reach and the shit that I'm able to do, was not able to do that back in Baltimore. So it's definitely been a stepping stone.
For sure. You was talking about this like since high school. I remember you was saying with me and Kane and telling us you feel me, exactly what you was gonna do. So I feel now that to actually go all the way in it. You feel what I'm saying? You was in it before, but now it's like you close. You feel what I'm saying?
It feels good just to like be able to say that everything that I plan to do after high school, I'm doing this shit.
Yeah.
Like with like seeing other people who like really ain't got no goals or aspirations, and it's like high school over, nigga. Like, what you wanna do?
Yeah.
It feels good to be able to be like, yo, like I put my mind to this.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing it.
Yeah. What's your typical day like in the studio? Like, do you go in with a set number of beats you want to produce or songs you want to do, or
not really? Not really. A lot of producers, they be like, they try to bang out like 10 beats a day.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that theory.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of dudes that just banging out beats.
Yeah.
And they not all fire.
Right.
Versus if you just let things flow. It's really all based off of how I feel. Usually like my studio sessions go, I try to get here earlier than the artist. I try to like bang out a couple beats for the artist. Normally I ask the artist like what they're listening to, like what they've been vibing out to. I come in the studio, I either recreate that or add some of that vibe into it. That way when they get here, they have like a bunch of stuff to choose from on what they want to record on. It makes sessions move easier.
Yeah. Like for me, I can say some of my favorite like beat producers, Kanye, you feel what I'm saying, old school Swiss beats and stuff like that. Who your influences? Who the people that you looked up to when you?
I kind of went through phases. Like when I really first started producing, I was all about Zaytoven.
Right.
I really like Zaytoven. But then Metro, dog.
Yeah.
The Metro came out of nowhere in like 2015. I was like, yo, this kid is it. So, like, if I were to give an overall list, definitely, top 5. Kanye.
Okay.
I put Zaytoven in there just because of what he's done for the game. Like, Zaytoven gave us Gucci.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. Gucci started rapping because of Zaytoven.
Yeah.
So Zaytoven just because of what he's done for the game. Kanye, Zaytoven. Metro. Who else? I put Swiss Beats in there. Just because he's another. Oh, and Pharrell. What?
Sure,
Pharrell.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
What did you like you was talking about the Gucci and Zaytoven, how the pairing and stuff go. Like a lot of these producers and rappers, they come up and saying, you feel what I'm saying? They need one. So like you got your eye on anybody, you feel what I'm saying, that you would like to partner with and come up with for real.
Not quite right now. Not there. I wouldn't say that there's anybody that I'm like on the outside looking in with. There's a lot of people that like I'm doing work with right now that I'm gonna rise with.
Yeah.
In the future, like I see myself rising with in the future. So I don't really have my eyes on anybody per se that I'm just like I want to work with this person. Because like the last time I felt like that was a week ago, and now I'm working with that person.
That's all. being in Philly, it's a lot of, you feel what I'm saying? It's like you said, the music is just different than back home. It's just, of course, you got your Meek Mills, you feel me, the Uzis, the Big Dogs and stuff like that. Do you feel like this is definitely a city that support each other when it comes to the music and
It's all about who you know. Yeah. It's all about who you know. If you know the right people, you're gonna be embraced. That's really all I can say on it. I don't really think any city outdoes Atlanta in their process of like just lending a helping hand and helping their artists.
Right.
But Philly is definitely easier than Baltimore.
For sure.
With the lending a helping hand and reaching back to younger artists. I've seen top dogs like Uzi and Meek Mill
come back,
embrace younger artists. So yeah.
What you think about, like, what's your advice on these younger kids coming up and rapping? Because in my opinion, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of people that's just hopping in and they just, you feel what I'm saying, they try and get that quick hit. They not really grinding, you know what I'm saying? Like,
my advice is take time to find your sound. Like, I know a lot of cats in Philly, they getting money, they doing shows, but the labels don't want them because they sound like everybody else. I feel like that's one of the worst things that you can be told from a label is that, like, yo, not even that you, like, you're bad, but just like, yo, like, we don't want you to, you sound like everybody else. You don't sound different. Like, you don't have an identity. So I think people, instead of trying to chase a hit first or chase what sounds right, because a lot of the hits, they happen by accident. Like Mo Bamba, like, that happened by accident. Like, even, I'll explain that later, but a lot of hits, they happen by accident. So don't chase a hit. Chase an identity. Chase your own unique sound.
Let's get to the grind. Like, who's the person, or if it wasn't a person or not, that started you into producing, like taught you, you know what I'm saying, the programmings and how to make it and how to just get started on your path?
It was more so me, just myself, loving music, transitioning from being a drummer. My thing was, you got basketball players, and then you got the people that own the team. So like, being LeBron is cool, playing your part, but the niggas that own the team, them the people that's making the real money.
Yeah.
So my thing was like, yo, like, I could sit here and play drums forever, or I could learn how to create music as a whole, like the entire masterpiece.
Yeah.
So that's really what I got into. I do want to shout out my boy B Young, B with the Heat. He's from Pittsburgh. He's the one who gave me the software that I have now. He gave me FL Studio. So that was a really big bump in my career as far as the beat, like my beat making skills. So I do want to shout him out. But as far as like a push to make music, that was just natural. That was natural.
You got your own label, or you just talking about you have your own artists and that beforehand?
No, I don't have my own label. I work with artists that are being shopped by labels right now who have like major label offers. I think me having my own label will happen like later on in the future. Once I'm on. I think the biggest and easiest way to get on, and this is another tip for like younger artists, younger creators. If you're a producer, run with being a producer first.
Right.
Like Frank Ocean, he was a producer first. Kanye West, he was a producer first.
That's a fact.
There's a lot of people out here that was producing first, and then once they decided to be like, I want to be an artist, nobody questioned it, because it was like, yo, like, you already make dope music as a producer, like, what you gonna do as an artist? Like, we want to see that. People embraced it from the jump. So that's what I want to do. I want to get on as a producer first. That's the goal. And I'm close.
You just give me advice on like sounding like everybody else. Another thing that I know you picked up on, you was like on your Instagram talking about how a lot of these popular producers just remaking the same beats over and over.
Yeah.
That's something you against, you feel what I'm saying? Obviously, but like, you want to speak on that for real?
Alright. My biggest thing with that was just the fact that like over the years we've seen rap kind of go down.
Yeah.
Not like in popularity. Like hip hop is the most popular genre in the world right now.
Right.
But just as far as like the amount of effort that people put into rapping, like Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Lil Pump will put out a song right now saying the same word 86 times. People. they gonna love it.
Right.
My thing was always like, even though rappers weren't putting a lot of effort in, it was producers that was still putting a lot of effort in.
Yeah.
So when I see producers that are like making the same beat, just the way these rappers are making the same songs with the same lyrics, it makes me cringe because I'm like, that same thing that's like touching the rappers is about to start touching producers, and I don't like that. This is somebody who puts a lot of time into a skill, puts a lot of time into being versatile. So that's what I don't like. But at the same time, what I will say is, because y'all see my little Instagram rant when I was talking about Take Keith. One thing I will say is sometimes people want the same thing. I realize like you can't necessarily get mad at a producer who's putting out the same thing if that's what people are asking for. Like you never know. Like Take Keith might have been like, try this, and niggas is like, no, we want that same thing that you've been giving a Block Boy JB. Like we want that same beat, and that's just what he's just been doing his job and giving them beats, and he's making money. So yeah,
you're also an artist, and you in your bag as far as, you feel what I'm saying, the rapping and the melodies and stuff like that. Like, so what would you describe your sound like in that way? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because we got different rappers. We got the spitters, we got the melody guys, we got, you know, the guys that's more like the rock stars. You feel what I'm saying? Where you think you fall in, or you don't, if you don't feel like you fall in at all.
Kind of like the melodic rock star. I feel like that's where my sound would fall in. But at the same time, I wouldn't say that I necessarily sound identical to anybody. Okay. Because when I decided to pursue trying to create my own music as an artist, I didn't listen to nobody. That was my way of detoxing so I can find my own sound and put my own music together. I wasn't listening to nobody. Like, it was a lot of albums that was dropping too around the same time. Like, you know, what was something that dropped that I did not listen to just because I didn't want to be influenced? Travis Scott and Quavo, when they dropped their collab album, that was right around the time that I was like trying to put my own little sound together, and I refused to listen to that album just so I can make sure that I wasn't influenced. Because it's hard. Like, I've been in studio sessions with artists. And me, I'm just like, I just got my producer title on. And like, you know, somebody might be playing the song and I might like start writing to it in my head, and like the artist will be like, you know, that's cool, that sounds good, but I don't want to be influenced by you. So like, if you gonna write something, you know, just do it somewhere else. And I gotta respect that, because people will tell you quick. People will tell you quick that your stuff is bad and that you sound like somebody else. They'll tell you that quick. I still get told that I sound like other people, but I just gotta take that on the chin.
But like, talk about those struggles and how you get through that. You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta let that joint be there. Let the block just sit. You can't try to force your way through it. Because the thing is, like, that's really all it is. It's like a temporary block. You gotta let your creativity rest, because once that block is gone, the creativity is gonna come full throttle. And if you got a block, you just gotta, like, don't force nothing. Just gotta let your creativity rest, because that's really all it is. Once you recharge.
What's the next project you working on as an artist, and some of the things you're working on as far as a producer?
As far as producer, I got a lot of packs right now that I'm just sitting and waiting. People around the industry have like started kind of hearing my stuff, like my beats and stuff like that. I was told one of my artists took one of my beats to Atlanta and he was playing it. Playboy Cardi was like next door and popped into the session, was like, yo, this hard, like I like this beat. So right now I just got a lot of packs sitting for a lot of different people that I'm gonna be with, that I'm gonna be in the studio with in the future. And just overall, I'm trying to elevate my sound as a producer, so that my stuff can sound a lot better. As an artist, I'm working on a project right now. I still haven't really come up with the name yet. I just know it's gonna be fire. That's really all I can say. So yeah.
But tell them where they can find you at on social media.
It's Carlin Official, its.Carlin, CARLINF. No. OFFICIAL. It's Carlin Official.
Official. We'll tag it underneath the video. Film CO//TV.
I might have spelled that wrong, but I'm tired. Been up all night, bro.
Already, bro. We about to...
My homies just ran in the Uzi.
Oh, damn.
Where I told y'all to go eat at.
Yeah.
At Liberty Place.
No, in the Audi.
The joint he just bought. He just bought an Audi and a lamb truck.
Yeah.
Rich bitch.
Yeah.
For real, we got it in the trunk too.